Yes, we are back again in Trains in World number 6. Back again to do some more stuff, which basically means driving trains. This time, back again. Is that 3? Who's keeping count? On the Birmingham to Crewe route. Probably the last little trip we do on this in a while, because there's other things I want to do going forward. But I want to do another run in this. Maybe we're going to do a rail tour. We'll see. So that's the plan. Birmingham to Crewe, and then we'll see if we can do Crewe to Birmingham. Because, well, why not? And I can't remember what I did last time, so we'll see if we can do something like that as well. For those watching on YouTube, hello. How you doing? This is going out on a Saturday, which it could be the day they went out. In that case, you'll know that. It might be another day, but in that case, you don't really care what day it went out, because that's the way YouTube works. It went out. It went out on YouTube on a day. It doesn't matter which one. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the route. There'll be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live, because apparently, for those watching live, this is live. If you're here live, then it's live. If you're not here when it's live, then it's pre-recorded. Unless it's a pre-recorded version of the live thing. In that case, I'm not live, I'm pre-recorded, but I was live before I started pre-recording. I'm confused. There'll be a link down there to the Discord server as well. Good evening then to Trenty, Tigery, Dazzy, Amy Louie, Stokey, Simi, Craigie, Deanie, and Nigely. And McBoney. There we go. That's everyone. Right, yes. So last time I think we did the 170, the 323, and then I ended up in a steam train. I don't think I've done the 150. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with doing a 4-line run because there's been some updates. So we'll do Birmingham to Crewe, and we'll go back into a 350, and then we'll go from Birmingham to Crewe, which I think is around here somewhere. There we go. Birmingham to Crewe. We'll make it so the weather's better. It must have been live, or we edit out all the mistakes. I don't make mistakes. Exactly. I don't make mistakes. I am a professional. I'm an expert. let's do that one then. We shall drive. It's slanderous that you think I'm not an expert. We're not talking about trains this evening. We're not talking. Mistakes in other forms of transport are irrelevant. We're talking about my expert ability. Okay, ignoring the red lights. We're talking about my... That's a door. We're talking about my expert ability here. Right, key on. Reverser into forward. We'll unlock the doors. We'll open some windows. Otherwise, we won't. What about the platforms? Look, if you lot are going to start getting picky, I'll have to find a better class of audience type people, because I don't know, this is just slanderous that you think that I'm not good. I'm shocked. I thought we would. Oh wait, there's a view. Could that be that simple? There we go, done. God mode. Oh, God mode was working at the weekend. It's not working again now. Oh well. Right. So we're going to Cosley, Wolverhampton, Penkridge, Stafford and Crewe. That's the plan. I am being picked on. It's unfair. Yeah, there's been an update which I think has broken God mode. I checked at the weekend that it was working. Doesn't matter. I wasn't going to use it anyway. Right, let's get going towards Crewe. Yeah, I haven't done the 150, have I? I've done it on a YouTube video, which isn't out yet. Would you like to register a complaint? Right, lock doors. It sounds like I'm in a diesel, because I can hear the 170 next to me.
London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Line Street. We'll be calling at Cosley, Wolverhampton, Penkridge, Stafford, Crewe, Winsford, Hartley, Acton Bridge, Rutherford, Liverpool South Parkway,
There we go. Right, let's get going then. Yeah, still no arrival times showing.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Right, let's get going. Out of that there, Birmingham, on our way to Cosley. Cozy, let's get cozy and Cosley. Cozy, Cosley.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
I do like those announcements. I really do. So yeah. We'll get this up to here. We'll maybe see what we can get from Crewe. See if we maybe do a bit of a rail tour. You ended up watching Omzi on YouTube. Why would you do such a stupid thing like that? Right, let us depart, making our way towards Crewe. It shows how good this route is, because this is the third stream I've done in it now. It does go to show there is plenty to do. Right, go. Can we text 6010? 6010? It's not 60106, is it? It's got 6 in it. Is it 60106? No, it's not that number. I should. They just told us the number. I can't remember. You only really know the British Transport Police text number. They'll charge you for the text and then ignore you anyway. 61016. There you go. That's better. 99999. No, it's not that. You can actually call 911 in the UK and it will work. 666, the phone number of the beast. The 111s if you've got some sort of medical emergency that isn't a medical emergency. If you want to speak to someone in a call centre that would ask if you've got a cough, does 112 still work? It does, because they've got to allow for tourists that won't know the number. I don't know if we went to. I think I might have read this. If you were in America and you dialed 999, I think it would actually still work. Right, so on our way then out of Birmingham New Street. Yeah, we obviously don't recommend trying that. We do not condone the trying of it. And yeah, for context, I am running this in DirectX 12 on PC. I'm also running an ini file mod, which changes some of the graphic settings. So these graphic settings you are seeing are not standard. How is Steese today? I don't know. We'll find someone called Steese and we'll ask and find them. We'll ask and find them? We'll find them and ask. Oh, help. The Steves, there's more than one? I'm getting there probably are. How could Trent not spell my name? That's not my name. Can I spell toast? How is the Strammer today? Joe Strummer? Oh, this is amusing. Oh, it was just, yeah. Actually, only 159 emails I went into this morning, and then it got bombarded by questions. I was like, whoa. Let me get through this lot first. Me, my fools. Two's a four. You fools? There's only me. Me and you and me. Lots and lots for us to see. Lots and lots for us to do. Me and you. Nope. I got that wrong, didn't I? I'm going to muck that up. White Fang. Wow. 70 months. That is amaze balls. Thank you, White Fang. Hope you're doing okay. I think White Fang is in the lead. If it were a race. Yeah. There would have been more. I think if... Hang on, I've just realised something, right? Hang on. Ignore Liam because he had to spend his money on alcohol and loose women. Ed has been here since the Google Plus days. Ed should be the highest. Larwood's never subscribed, not once. Yes, but you're only on 4 years. Say only, that's still pretty awesome. Right, anyway, we got a 1.4, but Ed does pay for the Farm Sim server, so I can't complain really, can I? Yeah, I still can't believe in March 10 years of putting content on YouTube. Ouch. Who used Google Plus? We did. We had a Google Plus page before Google Plus shut down, and then we had to move to Discord. So I've been on the site's been on Discord for... When did Google Plus shut down? 9 years ago? That train's going to Birmingham New Street.
Only will passengers.
I quite like the Google Plus page. I can see why they shut it down, but I quite like that format of having it like a website with all the different sections in. That actually worked quite well for me. Right. We are 3.7 miles from Cosley, making our way to Crewe. Braking's happening. Right, so we had a couple of trains. April 2019. Is that... Hey, why did we shift about 8 years ago then? We're now in the Dark Nights. Yes, I quite like the Dark Nights. It's quite nice. Coming home and lights are on in the living room and it's like all cozy and warm. I don't know, there's a reason why we had to shift suddenly to Discord. Or was it Discord offered more things? I don't think we had the whole voice thing in Google Plus. I don't think we talked to each other back then. I'm making our way to Crewe. I got my best tap shoes on and everything. I haven't seen all the Batman films. I think I saw the original one. There's been so many. I did watch the Roses. Was it yesterday? What day are we on? It's Tuesday today, isn't it? Feels like a Monday. Yes, I watched The Roses on Sunday. My God, what a pile of poo that film is. No, Nigel. I've got to say, this is looking quite good out that window. Tew. It is Tew. A couple of times today I was arranging things for Wednesday and then realised that was tomorrow and not the day after tomorrow that I was thinking it was. It's a problem, isn't it? Yesterday felt like a Sunday to me, so today I definitely had those Monday vibes. I've got the same again in 3 weeks' time. Another long weekend. It was repeated in the 80s, 90s. Yeah, but I was only born in 1999. So that obviously couldn't be the case, could it? How horny are we? We'll do that. Oh, don't. I went into Tesco's. Other supermarkets are available, and most people are probably aware of this, but they had the whole Christmas section out. It's October. Why? Sorry, but no. Just no. And again, no. Thankfully, I haven't got to buy any Christmas presents this year because I'm going to go through that pain again. And I'm going to buy any Christmas food and nibbles, and I won't be dealing with Tesco's. Right, we're now arriving at Cosley. We'll get an announcement any second now. Now?
We are now approaching Cosley. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. Whilst at the station, if you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our team or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. Right, we're now arriving at Cosley. We don't know whether we're early or late, but we're arriving here. I think it has something to do with this route. There we go. Oh, we're a minute late. Hopefully they fix that in some sort of update.
Wolverhampton, whilst at the station.
Wolverhampton, whilst at the station.
Doesn't look right. Speak to our team or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
We'll sort it. See it, say it. See, I always said that was wrong. Rather than see it, say it, sorted, surely it should be see it, say it, sort it. That's my opinion. Right, 3 miles to Wolverhampton in it. But you aren't the one sorting it. Well, neither are the British Transport Police. They're useless. Unless you've got a jealous teenager.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. We'll be calling at Wolverhampton, Penkridge, Stafford, Crewe, Winsford, Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway, and Liverpool Lime Street.
Runcorn, 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. Both of those were in...
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Aren't they doing something together? What's his face and Nugent Flip? This is one of those conversations, isn't it? The two guys from 2 pints... Hang on.
Look right. Speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
I keep getting interrupted. No, the two guys that were in 2 pints of lager were on this morning or something. I watched it on YouTube. And they'd be open to doing another series of 2 pints of lager. But I think it's Sheridan Smith I don't think is interested because she's on the stage now. But aren't they doing like a travel series or World's Most Difficult Jobs or something, one of those? That makes no sense, chef lad. Right, we'll soon be arriving at Wolverhampton. Oh, my name's Colin. I'm a Jedi. He never came back. Wonder why. If you've got a funny name and you haven't followed, please click follow so I can take the mickey out of your funny name. Like we did with Colin the Jedi. Well, just imagine he was from Wolverhampton and his mum had knitted him a new cloak or made him a cloak out of an old pair of curtains. And off he went to the Jedi convention. My name's Colin, I'm a Jedi. "54, accountant, lives at home with mum." Yeah, that's still bad, chef lad. Right. We're shortly arriving at Wolverhampton, where we'll soon get an announcement. Oh, we got yellows and unred. Braking. That was Darth Vader. Speaking of Colin, we can't talk about his lightsaber. Right. Into Wolverhampton we come. Oh, hang on, I'm going to be a bit speeding here. 3, 2, 1. Stop beeping at me. Thank you.
We are now approaching Wolverhampton. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
We are definitely arriving at Wolverhampton. It does look good. I must admit, it does look, well, as good as Wolverhampton can look. I was talking about Colin from Wolverhampton again. I must have worked near here. I don't know how close it was to the station. I can't remember now. Remember the store I worked in was quite close to the railway line, and that was up on a line. That was Bilston. Bilston? Wolverhampton? I think it was. Anyway, we're now arriving at Wolverhampton. We don't know if we're on time or not. We were a minute late leaving the last place. We'll see how early or late we are arriving at this place. And yeah, might look at one of the rail tours. See what we can get from Crewe, Barley McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble, Grub. Well, yeah, there is more AI, and as I've said the last few streams and videos, I can definitely recommend making sure that if you're doing UK routes, keep all your UK routes installed, because you get a lot of layering. So you're seeing a lot of other AI trains running around that you wouldn't necessarily see if you didn't have the UK routes installed. So it is worth keeping everything installed if you can. I keep every single route installed, which is no wonder my train sim is like a terabyte. Which is a lot of train sim. Yeah, I want to look next week. I'm going to do Manchester Commuter again, because that's got some layering, which makes it quite interesting. Right, lock doors. And then we'll have a look around some of the other routes. Stockport visits.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street, Penkridge, Stafford, Crewe, Winsford, Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn, Liverpool South Park,
Layering is a thing.
and Liverpool Lime Street.
Right, well, it's not letting me...
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Have I had some sort of door locking issue?
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff.
Because it's still saying lock doors.
On 61016. We'll sort it.
Didn't we have this last time? Any boardies on board? Oh, I haven't looked. We'll have a look and see if we can see any. No. So why, Delilah? Baldy! Door open. What? Where? No? Closed. No. No. We're back at the other end now. Right, if I open this... It's... You reckon I missed one? Okay, closed, closed. Closed, closed. This one, this one here then, that's wide open. I reckon that might be the clue. That won't... right, now here's an issue. I'm now on the outside of the train. How did I miss the one that was completely wide open? Hello? No, it's fine. Just it's fine. There we go. We're definitely going to be late to Penkridge now. Yeah, so the open one was the one that was open. It's fine, look. What? You know that bit earlier on that I was saying about the professionalism? That's just to prove that I'm human. I knew it was open. I was just waiting for you to spot it. You can tell it's live. Is it? Is this on? Blimey. Right, let's get going then, because we're going to be late. Hang on, what time are we due? We're due at Penkridge at 18:03. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen somehow. YouTube will have turned off by now. Oh yeah, big time. I'm definitely enjoying this route. I'll say, well, you can tell that because I've done 3 streams in it. Right, so when we get to Crewe, we'll have a look at a rail tour and see if we can do one of those back as far as Wolverhampton, and then we'll see if we can find a 150 or something coming from Wolverhampton. See if we can get back to Birmingham. Yeah, I'm looking forward to... I want to go back to... I will finish the sentence, bear with me. I want to go back and look at some routes that maybe we haven't done in a while. Knowing my luck, I'll just start doing that and we'll get a new route released. And I'll be like, actually, we won't be doing that. So next week I'm going to do Manchester Airport commuter. Yo. Has someone nicked the other half? Are you part of a double act? Is the other half also yo? Which bit are you? Are you the spool or are you the string? We'll see if that works. Yeah, it's Manchester Airport commuter next week because that's got some layering to it. And then I'll have a look. Birmingham Cross City's had an update actually. So we could go back and do some Birmingham Cross City. Oh no, we did that recently, didn't we? No, we could go back and do some Birmingham Cross City. I don't know if East Midlands one has got anything in it. Maybe I need to spend a bit of time looking at some of the routes and seeing what there is. That means spending some time looking at the routes and seeing what there is. Manchester commuter, isn't that Stockport? It might be. There is a YouTube video coming out at some point on Manchester commuter where I take a train to Stockport, I think. Just because none of you lot know where Stockport is in relation to Manchester, you'll have to watch the video and see. Tomorrow night, the first of 3 nights in a row doing new games. I know. They're like buses. So, tomorrow night, is House Builder 2. So going to be looking at building a house and whatever it is in House Builder 2. Thursday night, Power Wash Sim 2. So the second of the Power Wash Sims on Thursday night. Friday night, Repo. A bit of a game for Halloween on Friday night. Saturday night, ETS 2. In a Volvo, carrying on from where we got to last time in ETS 2. And then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. Yes, I was going to do Piddle Together on Thursday night, but Trent informed me that you've got to do something in single player first before you unlock multiplayer. So I might do that as a separate YouTube video, and then we'll come back and look at that in multiplayer, because I do think it'll be fun. But yeah, I'm enjoying, like last night we did Left 4 Dead. Rubbish at it, enjoyed it. What did we do the other night? I can't remember what we did the other night. Oh yeah, Fall Guys. Yeah, rubbish at it, enjoyed it. Yes, McBone. It's just a core update. It's just going to be called Train Simulator Classic now. I was going to stream that yesterday, but basically just realised it was a core update, so I didn't bother. I am looking forward to what's coming out in this going forward, because we've got some interesting routes coming, including more of the West Coast Main Line. So, Crewe to Preston, I think, if I'm right, at some point. So we are getting some interesting routes for this. And yeah, over Christmas, a couple of lunchtime streams that I do. I'm going to start off in London and see how far I can go north over a couple of streams on the West Coast Main Line by technically doing one service. So pick a service from Euston, we have a problem. Take that as far as Milton Keynes, so 350. And then sort of get in the same train when it would have got to Birmingham, and take that to Crewe, and then if we've got Crewe to Preston by then, go Crewe to Preston, and then Preston to Carlisle, and then maybe skip our way up to Glasgow, and then do Glasgow to Edinburgh, and see how far north we can get from Edinburgh going over the bridge. So let's see if we can get from London as far north as we can, doing what bits we can over a series of days between Christmas and New Year. That is the plan, because I will be here most of the days actually between Christmas and New Year. Won't be here on the 20th because in London, or the 29th going to see Ed, but yeah, we'll be here every other day. And it won't be that long. Right, approaching Penkridge. Drive up in this and back in Train Sim Classic. Ooh. What, back from Edinburgh?
We are now approaching Penkridge. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. Whilst at the station, if you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our team or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
So end up in Edinburgh in this, and then do Edinburgh back to London in Train Sim Classic. Interesting. I've done that before. I did Edinburgh to London in a pacer, didn't I? That was a painful 7.5 hours. Do Milton Keynes to Crewe, trains go via New Street. Yeah, but it's not in this, is it? Oh God, are you now suggesting that I do the bits that aren't in this in Train Sim Classic? Oh Jesus Christ. IRL. What, leave the house? I've been to Crewe. Have I been to Crewe on a train? I don't think I've been to Crewe on a train. We didn't get that far when we did the Birmingham Day Ranger thing. See, it's done it again. Right. So are we getting some door locking issues here? Yeah. So that's obviously... I've got the train faults turned off then, and that's because of the update now. Why are they on about... In the... If we got the Milton Keynes to Birmingham, doesn't that go via...
Welcome aboard the
somewhere?
London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. We'll be calling at Stafford, Crewe, Winsford, Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway, and Liverpool Lime Street.
Yeah, isn't there... Is it Northampton? Is there a Northampton loop?
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
I would like to do more of the Train Sim World routes in real life. I've done quite a few of them in the
If you see
UK.
something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
London to Birmingham go via Northampton. Yeah. So yeah, so it'd go Milton Keynes to Birmingham via Northampton. Yeah. So that's the bit we want in this, isn't it? Maybe I have to set myself a goal for next year to travel on all of the UK Train Sim World routes. So I've never done trains in Scotland. I've done the Midlands bit. Done Manchester to Hatfield and the other one. Apparently there is a Eurostar bit in Train Sim, but it's not that good. So I've done South Eastern High Speed, or the high speed bit. I've obviously done Reading. I've done Birmingham. Done the London ones. Victoria to Brighton, done that. Have I been to Eastbourne? I can't remember if I've been to Eastbourne. I don't know if I have done Eastbourne. I'll have to make a list. Right, 3 miles from Stafford, then make our way to Crewe. And then we'll see what there is coming back from Crewe. No, I mean, doing this route on trains. So you want to go to Eastbourne. Well, no, because inadvertently over the last few years, obviously when I was being out and about on trains, I ended up doing a lot of the Train Sim World routes. There's not many on down the south bit that I haven't done. So I've done the Cornwall, I've done Plymouth, done Paignton, done Cardiff City. I haven't done all of Cardiff City because I haven't been to Keith High Level and Keith Low Level. Yeah, that might be a thing next year. Right, not far from Stafford now then. Because it was good when we did we did what's the one? Barking Riverside. It's actually quite good going to a station and then seeing it virtually. Realising what quite a good job they've done of Barking Riverside in this. I do like London Overground. Oh yeah, we'll find out if we're hearing the trains from Stafford. Right, double yellow. Yeah, I remember some of the places I went to for the couple of years I was going out and about. I can't remember all of them. Braking. We're definitely going to be late into Stafford, which means we're definitely going to be late into Crewe. I don't know why they've done the things like this where it doesn't tell you your arrival time.
We are now approaching Stafford. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. Whilst at the station, if you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our team or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
No, Nigel. Is the answer. No, they haven't fixed the announcements at Stafford. You can still hear them like a mile outside the station. Braking.
Platform 5 for the 1810 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. Calling at Crewe, Winsford, Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway, and Liverpool Lime Street.
That's why. It's because they're loud. I think they're louder than the normal station. Otherwise, half of Stafford will know that there's a train. Imagine living anywhere near the station.
The next train to arrive at platform 5 will be the 1828 cross-country service to Birmingham New Street. Calling at Birmingham New Street only. Platform 5 for the 1828
Welcome aboard
cross-country
this
service
London
to
Oh,
Birmingham New
door's
Street.
shut that time.
Service to Liverpool Lime Street. We'll be calling at Crewe, Winsford, Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn, Liverpool South Parkway, and Liverpool Lime Street.
Alright, so a 24-mile dash now
Please
to Crewe.
familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Right, we've got a 100 limit, then we got a 30 limit. And then we got a 100 limit again.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
Problem is now, any route that hasn't got those announcements in, you're now going to be going, oh, there's no announcements now. So you get so used to them. Oh, hello, there's a train. Right, go. I'm going 2 miles, we got a 40. Right, to Crewe. And then see, yeah, we'll have a look at the rail tour. We'll see what there is. I think there's a couple in various things. I don't want... What's the one with the... Is it the 86? The stupid step change thing? I want a normal train. With normal brakes and no step change. That lighting does look good. Alright, temporary speed limit. Just so I start getting a bit of speed up. You gotta speed it up. And then you gotta slow it down. Braking. Thing is, you wouldn't know, would you? Would you know this far in advance? Don't know how it'd work. How would you know in advance there's a temporary speed limit unless you'd get notified on your run sheet or something that there's a temporary speed limit in place between here and here? Oh, okay, so the drivers would be aware. Or providing they've read the notice board. I do like this. That's the bit I like, is the temporary speed limit things. Shane, the next level for me, would be to see some crew working or something. See some of the Orange Viz Brigade. Because it ends here. There. So it wasn't very much of a temporary speed limit section. Alright. And then back to flat out again. Having a dinner break. It'd be like council workers then. One watching, one leaning on a shovel, one sat in the van, one doing the work, which is generally the apprentice. Go, yeah, you can dig that hole. We used to have someone in the community that used to work for Network Rail. I think when they were supposed to be on nights, well, it seemed quite easy. Because there was more than one occasion when they're supposed to be on a shift, they'd go into work, clock in, come back and then join us for a game. Or would go into work, clock in, bring the van home, go to bed, get up in the morning, drive back in, take the van back and clock out. It's like, would I have wanted to go over a bit of railway they were looking after? Not really. And I did. About a year later. Train. Right, 105 limit. And 110. So maximum speed of these 110. Takes a while to get up there though, because they're not really built for this high speed stuff, are they? See, I think this is one of the reasons why I quite like this route. You've got those couple of stops out of Birmingham, and then you've got this bit of a stretch. And then you've got, in the other services, you've got those stopping services in the 170 and the 323, if you've got the layering on. I quite like that. So we did the Pendolino, did the Pendolino or the Voyager? One of those last time. And did a bit of a run in a steam train. Oh wow, that looks good. That does look good. And I wasn't a fan of electric stuff when I first started doing Train Sim World. Michael, yeah, he messaged me the other day. He's not in a great place currently. Taking a bit of time out to sort his life out, apparently. Yes, Sunderland. Well, at least it's not Swindon or Luton or London. But no, I get that. Sometimes just, you know, focusing on yourself, your own mental health, is a benefit. As much as, you know, I think a lot of us need this to give us that, I hate to say, and I apologise in advance for saying this word, entertainment. Sometimes you just don't want that distraction. You just need to switch off, get away from everything, and sort yourself out. And you know, he's done the right thing. He messaged me and said he was taking some time out. I think there are others that have needed the time away from the community in the past, but have left in such a way that they haven't felt like they could come back when they've gone, actually, I'm ready now. And you think it's too late. It's never too late. Yeah, so hopefully he comes back. I heard from Dorset yesterday or today, whatever it was, which is nice to hear. Dorset's still around. He's taken some time, either time out or he's stepped away, but it's good to see that he's still keeping an eye on the Discord. Hi, Barry. Bing. So yes, 13 miles to Crewe, and then we will see what we can take back again the other way. And whether we just get as far as Wolverhampton and then look at doing a 150 from Wolverhampton. We will see. It is McBone. And again, you know, I'm not saying he didn't do the right thing. We did the right thing by just, you know, keep staying in the server, taking some time out. Hopefully at some point he'll be stupid enough. I mean, yeah, stupid enough to want to come back and join in with something again. But yes, I do think others have left hastily in the past. Not just our recent people, but others. And you do things like that, spur in a moment, because of pressures you've got going on, and you may not be in the right place mentally, and you just have to step away. And then when you realise you sort your life out, sometimes you don't feel as though you can go back to something. I had a period of time where I didn't speak to the friend I've known the longest. We went like 5 years without speaking to each other, because we both thought we were both annoyed at each other, and it turns out we weren't. And I was the one that reached out after 5 years and went, "Are you still alive?" So sometimes you've got to be that person and go, "Oi, don't be a prat, I'm here." It's that person's birthday on Halloween as well. Last time I heard from him was my birthday. It's routes like this, getting back to trains, that really make me want to do a longer run. I'm liking the noise of the train. It's busy but not too busy. It's, you know, it's the evening. There's a bit of a gap between stations. So you think I could go on like this for a few hours. And yeah, of course, McBone, because people like Ethan and Harry and others before, Dylan and Fozzie, going back a few years, and anyone that's left the community that's been a part of it. Of course they're missed, because they were a big part of it. And especially those two were a big part of my life as well, because it wasn't just the watching the streams, joining in with the streams. It was coming to the meetups, being part of the community throughout the course of the day. And I get totally why both of them left, but I do think that both of them left hastily. And I think certainly from chatting to one of them earlier in the year, I think that was a little bit of regret, but I think he felt as though he couldn't return to the community because it had been too long. Again, I don't wish either of them any ill. I don't speak badly of either of them. I've got no problems with either of them. And should their lives change and they ever want to pop in and say hi, as Harry did earlier in the year, I think, we were doing some farming or something, then yeah, I got no issues with either of them. But I understand their reasonings for leaving. And yeah, that things pressure you, and so you knee-jerk, as we all do in life, and you make a knee-jerk reaction, and then you feel as though you can't go back on that, because sometimes you're too stubborn or too proud to go, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And we've all done it. I've quit jobs in the past. I walked out on a relationship after 7 years, rather than sitting down and talking about it. And probably not instantly, because it was that in the moment thing, but 6 months later I certainly had my head in the right place, and it was that moment of going, damn it. Yes, Nigel, exactly. So there's that fear, which is why, I've been quite open and honest about, them two leaving, that, I'm letting them both know that I've got no issues with either of them, and I haven't. But yeah, you do that in life. Everyone has those instances in life where you make a knee-jerk reaction. The amount of people that, well, not everyone's been through it, but you go through a breakup, and sometimes you stay friends, like the mate of mine that's birthday's on Halloween. We were in a relationship, and then have stayed friends. When I texted him to say that my dad had died 5 years ago, the first reaction was, I'm coming down, we'll have a chat. So sometimes even though a relationship doesn't work out with someone, doesn't mean you can't keep that person in your life. Other times you do have that walk away and never see them again. How many of us of a certain age have left jobs where you go, oh yeah, we'll keep in touch, yeah, I'll pop in and see you? Nothing. Doesn't happen. And yet you spend a lot of time with those people. Again, I had it, my previous job, 11 years I was there, worked with people that used to be part of this community, joining in with the streams, came to the meetups. I left, they took over my position, and then they left, and haven't heard from them for sort of 4 years or so now. Life just happens, life changes. Yes, Sim. Yeah, in other, positive news. It again, with this community, it evolves. And I'm not being negative, far from it. I'm actually, I haven't been happier. 4 months ago, when Ethan left, yes, it was a struggle for me mentally. Now, I've just got my life sorted out again now, where I think this community is now evolved again. We're looking at booking this weekend away in Brussels. I'm looking at doing some stuff for New Year's Eve. People are joining in with the streams now that haven't been able to before. Not saying that they couldn't because of the 2 people that left, but when it's always been this group of 3 or 4 people that are doing these 3 or 4 people multiplayer games, other people that have maybe wanted to join in haven't been able to. So now that there's instances where, Nico's, bless him, is working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So, as much as he'd like to be here in the evenings, can't. So when we're doing multiplayer stuff, it means that there are opportunities then for other people that haven't been able to join in the past to join in. So, Amy Lou's joining in with things that she hasn't joined in with before. The annoying little long-haired ponytail idiot is now joining in with stuff, regrettably, that hasn't been able to join in before. So, people going is a shame, and although I miss them personally, it does mean that it gives other people an opportunity to be more part of the community. You can hear me. Oh, hi! Hello! Oops. Nigel, you forgot. You're making me money. You can send me some money if you like. Nigel didn't tell me ever read. Absolutely, Sim. Look, the one thing I am to this community, and those that know me and those that have been around for a while will always know that I've got an open ear. As Michael did the other weekend, as Dorset's done in the past, if you've got crap going on, and some people do feel guilty for not popping into a stream, then DM me. DMs are always open. Even if it is just sometimes to be able to talk to someone that doesn't necessarily know you and your life fully, but to try and get something off your chest. And I'm not saying that I'm one of those people, but I can almost see, and I'm not calling myself a celebrity, far from it, but you can almost see how people get that association where you think you know someone. And I think that can be quite a good thing, because the amount of you that sit and hear me ramble, hang on.
Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. Whilst at the station, if you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our team or text the British Transport Police on 61016.
Anyway, yeah, people that think they know me because of my ramblings 6 days a week feel as though, not say they can trust me, but feel as though that I'd listen, and those that do know me know that I do and will and can and have. Someone was in the community a few years ago, I think, just sent me a DM one day going, "Can I talk to you?" And my response was, "Yeah, of course." And basically then just sent me a long DM, basically wanting to sort of get advice on coming out. I was like, okay. Oh, absolutely, Trent. It's not just me. And I've always said that if I ever thought this community was about me, then I wouldn't be here. Because I don't like the fact that it's just about me. Like with the meetups, isn't it? If I thought people were coming to the meetups to meet me, I wouldn't go. Like, no. This place is about us, not about me. Right, anyway, we've made it to Crewe. Now what we'll do, I'll actually show you the timetable for those that are new and for those that haven't seen it, to show you what a difference having layering on is, which basically means keeping other routes installed so you get benefits in this route. And not just this route, it works the other way around as well. A lot of doors if they lock. There we go. Right, so 52 miles, 1 hour and 2 minutes. So let's go back again. Shady's back again. Tomorrow night, by the way, the first of 3 nights in a row where we got something new. Tomorrow night is going to be House Builder 2, my first look at that. Thursday night, Power Wash Sim 2. Took the plunge just for the stream and bought it. $16.99. That'll do. Friday night, something new and scary for Halloween. Repo. Not played it, not going to play it. We'll launch it on the stream and see how much screaming like an 8-year-old girl I can do on the stream on Friday night, being it's Halloween. Right. So here's the timetable. If you've just got this route and nothing else, you'll get the 350 stuff, basically. Train Sim World rail journey things. Rail journey things? So you get the 350s, 350-2, the 350-3, and the 350-2. If you've got Cardiff Network installed, you'll get some runs in the 150. So Wolverhampton to Birmingham, which hopefully we'll do when we get to Wolverhampton. You'll also get 153 stuff, which is just shuffling in and out of the depot, basically. If you've got Midland Main Line installed, you'll get 158. A couple of little shunts in and out, but they will be there as AI services as well. If you've got Cross City installed, you'll get the 170 services going from Wolverhampton to New Street, and you'll see them as AI. Also, if you've got Cross City installed, you'll get 323s, which are only as a couple of stop movements and a couple of runs in and out in the middle of the day or later in the day. We've got a couple of passenger runs there from Wolverhampton. If you've got West Coast Main Line South installed, you'll get these runs going up and down. So all the way Birmingham New Street to Crewe, full length runs in that. If you've got the East Coast Main Line Peterborough 1 installed, you'll get rail tour services. Did a bit of that last time. Same with the Jubilee line if you've got Spirit and Steam installed. If you've got the Riviera line installed, you'll get a Voyager run. Again, full run from Crewe to Birmingham. Or a couple of runs to Stafford. And then Manchester Airport Commuter gives you the 66, doing a couple of cargo runs. Also got the 66 EWS as well, doing freight services and some preparation work. The 86 from West Coast Main Line over Shap gives you Crewe to Wolverhampton, which is the one we might have to do now. And then you got the 87 from West Coast Main Line over Shap, Crewe to Birmingham, full line run, and Stafford to Crewe. So it is worth making sure you keep all your routes installed. And it doesn't work just for the UK. If you're into American stuff, keep all your American routes installed. If you're into your German stuff, keep all your German routes installed. It does add these extra things. So I think it's going to be the Crewe to Wolverhampton then. So let's set the time. We'll go August. So hopefully at 5:15 it'll be light. Get back to Wolverhampton in this, and then we'll see if we can get a 150 from Wolverhampton back to New Street. And this is going to be another train I can't drive, isn't it? Right, switch on. That's in forward. Oh, hello. Baldy! Why are you... Your trousers are a bit long. Oh god, we've got many levers. So that's in forward. That's power control. I can't... There we go. Locomotive brakes off. Train brakes on shutdown. Is this one of those where we got a strange thing with the brakes? We're going to have to just go, aren't we? Okay. So not letting any passengers on then. We just got a straight run from here to Wolverhampton. Have we got any lights? Instrument lights. Dim. Foot warmer. Marker lights. On. Is that it? I'll do. Okay, so brakes. Oh, it's not working on my... Really? Hang on. Bear with me, caller. It's not working on my throttles, so I've just got to put my key changer software on. There we go. So keyboard it is then. Alright, let's wait for our brake pressure to come down then. Let's see if we can get this thing to Wolverhampton. Probably not. Oh god, it's a step change, stupid thing. That's not working. Okay. What isn't there? Master key switch is on. Locomotive brakes on 0. Train brakes on running. What haven't I... Is it going to be a brakes thing? Pantographs up. Hang on. Is there anything over here that I should be doing? One of these with a strange lever. AWS, that's fine. What are you? AWS cab change end lever. Don't need to worry about that. And you're just light switches. Okay, so why am I not getting power? Does anybody know how to drive the 86? Hello, do you know how to drive this thing? Because I basically don't. Okay. Is there a handbrake? Don't think so. Watch DSD pedal. Window. There's not a brake. Hang on, brake pin. That? Nope. Okay, we might not be doing this service then, because I don't know how to get the train moving. Big thing on the side door. Well, ain't going to be on, is it? That's released. So it ain't going to be that. Driver guard call button. I just thought it might be one of those where you've got to change the brake mode to be passenger, but that's normally somewhere. Reverse lock. No, we don't want to go backwards. What we got here? Instrument lights, tail lights, dimmer, foot warmer, camp heater, camp bringer, headlights, demister, spare. Yeah, I thought it might have been a brake thing. Hang on, vacuum chamber release. Phone a friend. Uh-huh. I just want to double check on these again. That's AWS. That's AWS cab end. I thought it might have been a brake control thing. Okay, well, we might not be doing this service then. Because we're not getting any power. Need to charge the brakes. The American ones you need to charge the brakes. So brakes are releasing. But I'm not getting any amps. Pantograph's up. I don't know then. Wipers, pantograph up. Yeah, pantograph's definitely up. Try the cab change end lever. Oh, hello. There's movement. It was that. Thank you, Luke. Why wasn't that set? Okay. Right, it's fine. Why wouldn't that be set up when you get in the cab? It's a stupid train. That's why I don't think I've done West Coast Main Line over Shap. Because, you know, stupid train. Right, I've not touched the throttly thing. It's got a squeaky horn. Oh, hello, we're going over here. Yeah, I know. Oh, God. Really? That wasn't me, that was the train. Right, thankfully we're staying under the speed limit. Yeah, I've got to get this up to line speed. And then I've got to attempt to stop it when we get to Wolverhampton. We'll worry about that when we get to Wolverhampton. We're a long one. We're definitely a long one. See, that always amazes me. Surely there'd be power back here, rather than rely on the old battery-powered lantern. Right. Let's see if we can get some speed out of this thing then. How many notches are there? That's 20. Oh, we didn't like that. Okay, I've lost amps now. I've lost power. Power has been lost. It was going so well, unless I've just hit a neutral section and I'm supposed to be back in. God, this is a slow process. Come on. Right. No, I've got no power. What? Why would there be a circuit breaker now? It could be an amp overload. I think that's what it was. I think because I went full bore. But where's... Right? No? Okay. Where's the circuit breaker going to be? Right, we just get up while it's moving. It's fine. Is it going to be down here? No, I can't go down there. Why open the door then? Okay. There's nothing there. You're a hot plate. I can turn a hot plate on. Cab light. So nothing there. What about you? Are you hiding anything over here? Nope. So they're in there, but we can't go in there. Yeah, nothing. I'm getting no amps. No, my pants are still up. Let's try lowering my pants. My pants have come down. Let's try putting my pants up again. Ah, that's an overload reset. Hang on. There we go. We've done 2 miles. Right, don't go all the beans. Oh, it's in the red. It's in the red. It's in the red. It's okay. Right, come on, you can do it, train. We've been overtaken by a 350. That's how bad things are. I think that was the one that was just going into the platform as we were leaving. How many flipping notches has this thing got? That's 35. $37. 38. What? Why is there 38 notches? Where's the logic in that? How many notches are we going to give it? I'll give it 38. Right, so that's flat out now. Right, so flat out all the way to Wolverhampton. Slowing down could be interesting when I have to, because you've got to notch down. And that's not going to be an instant response thing. It takes a while. You've got me thinking now about this flipping Christmas route, you buggers. I know I'm not going to be doing Edinburgh to London in a Pacer or a Class 86. Tsar. Okay, which one? Nicholas III? Which one then? Are you a pirate now? Trent's doing his best pirate impersonations. Arr, Jim lad. See, now this is fine. We're coasting. We're doing a speed. This Klingon's on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. London to Aberdeen in a pacer. No. Do the Flix train. Yeah, Colin, definitely. Star trekking across the universe. I think I've got that on CD single behind me. There's some weird stuff in my CD singles collection. That's what I'd like to do on New Year's Eve. Just go through my CD singles. That'd be hilarious. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. Can't remember. Yeah, it has to be something interesting. I don't think it would. HST. Oh, the AP HST would be quite interesting because that'd be quite noisy. I wonder if there's a scenario in the Train Sim Classics then that does a stopping service from Edinburgh to London. Thing is, it doesn't stop much, does it? After Newcastle, it doesn't really stop a lot. That still take a while. Ooh, hang on. Here's an idea. What if I did the train thing? So Birmingham. Oh Jesus Christ! No, did you see it last time? Euston, we have a problem. To Birmingham, then do this bit to Crewe, then do Preston to Carlisle, then do Glasgow to Edinburgh in this, and then what if I flew back from Edinburgh to London? So break out the MSFS, 172 it from Edinburgh back to London, land at an airport in London, so Birmingham, London, London City, and then helicopter it back to Euston. Will Crewe Preston be out by then? I don't know. Break out X-plane. Oh Jesus Christ. Do some truck deliveries halfway back. Oh, hang on, there's an idea. Well, no, because it's not that modelled, is it? I'll have to give that some thought. That could be quite an interesting thing to do. So I did say about I want to do as much of this route as I can. Yes, we will see. Yeah, so the plan over Christmas is I'm going to do lunchtime streams every day in single player. So it'll mainly probably be train sim of some sort. And then the evening streams are all going to be multiplayer. So we'll be here with some Christmas Eve trucking, as is the tradition we have done for the last few years. Some Christmas Day farming. That'll be in the evening. And then New Year's Eve, my current thought is to do some IRL board games, like we did earlier last year, in the summer last year, I think it was. That's my current thinking, anyway. Actually, right, it actually isn't going too bad now. When you're moving, it's fine. It's just getting this thing moving is difficult. I know I'm not going as fast as I could, but I just want to get to Wolverhampton. And then what we'll do is we'll do one of the 150 services from Wolverhampton back to Birmingham. So we complete the circle. The circle of life. Tomorrow, the first of 3 nights of new games. Tomorrow night is going to be House Builder 2. My first look at that. Looking forward to that one. Thursday night, Power Wash Sim 2. Saw some footage of it at the weekend and thought, my initial thought was it was just about the same as Power Wash Sim. But no, there's working platforms, there's other things you got to use. Apparently now when you clean an area you unlock other areas and things, so that can be quite interesting. So that's Thursday night. Friday night, because it's Halloween, gonna do Scary Game that I haven't played before, Repo. So expect to hear me screaming like a little girl on Friday night. Saturday night is more trucking and tunes. Songs or artists starting with the letter B for banana on Saturday night, and then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm. And then next Monday I've got a day off. Well, from streaming at the moment. Arr. You can certainly see, obviously this is loco hauled, and I don't know how complicated locos are now compared to, well, are these things still running? Even from doing them virtually, you can certainly see how easy the new ones are to drive. I know it's one of those things that once you get trained on one and doing stuff in reality with both the hands, and you get to know it and understand it more, and you get feeling that you don't get from doing it virtually. But there's something about some of the older stuff that I quite like, and yet this, now you've got to appreciate it and know how it gets going, you're okay. And now I know about that lever, which next time I do this in about 6 months time, I'll be like, how'd you start it? Because I won't remember for sure. Oh, for sure. Best time of the day, look. Just as the sun's coming up. Oh, I do like how my pants are going up and down on their own. Right, we've still got 20 miles to run. Yeah, again, as I said on the way up, I quite like that about this route, that you have got this dash, although we haven't stopped at Stafford. You've got this dash down that you can do these long stretches, and then you have got the slow speed bit. Reminds me a bit of Southeastern High Speed, because you've got the high speed bit of Southeastern High Speed, being that it's high speed and it's in the southeast, so it's Southeastern High Speed. But you've also got the low speed bit of Southeastern High Speed, which isn't the high speed bit, but it's a low speed bit. Dot dot dot, dash dash dash, dot dot dot. Hissing Sid has swallowed Toad. Don't know where that came from. Can't believe that got in the charts. 26. Right. My mind. I had a conversation with someone at work today, asking about what was my weekend like, and I said, making plans to go to, not to see Nigel. I'm definitely in one of those today. Plans to go away for my birthday again this year. I was like, oh, good. That's great. And I was just chatting about how am I happy, etc. Said I seem happier. Yeah. And chatting about my personality, because I made a quip about the fact that I went to IKEA, walked around, didn't buy anything, and I said something along the lines of, I can't be myself here. He said, how are you different at work to how you are out of work? I said, you don't see the odd me at work. What do you mean odd? I said, seriously, you don't know what goes on in my brain. Oh, Jesus. What do you want? It says it's quite nice just to be me. No need to fear, the genius is here. Where? Is it someone else? Someone that's lurking, I guess, that's a genius. Cannot be worse, Taihan me. You're not a genius, you're an idiot. The pineapple. That was a noise. Hang on, we got double yellow. There's yellows. Does that mean we got to try and stop this thing? And we got 25. Oh God. Okay, braking. Oh shit, there's a red. Okay, brakes are okay. Have a nice weekend. I had a really nice weekend. Again, I had a conversation at work saying I pretty much spent most of my day yesterday just loafing on the sofa, doing not a lot. Binge watching TV, which was rather pleasant. Today definitely felt like a Monday. I did have Monday off and Friday. Well, same again in 3 weeks' time. But yeah, 4-day week this week, 2 5-day weeks, 2 4-day weeks, and then 3 5-day weeks, and then 2 weeks off for Christmas. Right, there is a red. Tomorrow's your day off, so what time are you out drinking tonight then? Oh, you're staying in drinking. Keep the cost down. You've been sober for 3 weeks. Disgraceful. Right, so we're going slow through Stafford. I think normally you'd want to drive quickly through Stafford, wouldn't you? Is this Ed sober or normal sober? That was the last drink I had. I think the last drink I had was when we was away in Doncaster. You've been traumatised after last time, and oh dear, we've all been there, Peanut. Because the amount of times I've woken up feeling absolute crap after a night out and go, I'm never drinking again, and someone says, come to the pub for a pint and a game of pool. Yeah, all right then. Oh. Yeah, always try and make sure you make it to the toilet at least. Or some sort of device by the side of the bed to catch, you know, the aforementioned upchuck. Oh dear. Well, yeah, at least it's not a bloody kebab or whatever I used to have. I used to go out for used to have like something like sausage and chips or saveloy chips for tea, go out for a skinful of beers, then sometimes go for a curry, then someone would drag me clubbing, and then at 3 in the morning you'd be having a kebab. And then you wonder why you wake up the following morning not feeling too great. Oh yeah, I've got a mesh bin in my bedroom. That wouldn't end well. Oh, it's the kitchen sink. Oh dear. Right, let's give this thing a bit of speed again then, without overloading it. Greg's open till 4 AM. You don't do takeaway, says the one that eats Greg's and eats spoons. Oh, I've got, yeah, a sink and a third, or it is. I got the little tiny sink next to the sink. Right, 14 miles from Wolverhampton. Are we going to get time to get back to... We're going to have to, aren't we? I've got to get back to Birmingham. If you know a takeaway, though, it is one of those tough things. You try it. You've got to try it for the first time. But yeah, I've had various degrees of success when I've ordered stuff from like Just Eat or whatever for delivery. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, and now it's only certain places, though I don't do that now, but there's only certain places I would order from. Right, come on, let's get to Wolverhampton, said nobody ever. Mr. Pena thinks you're weird. That's probably not the only thing he thinks you're weird for. There's probably a list, I should imagine. It's my plan for the new year. Find a Mr. Stevie. Right, 12 miles. I need a Mr. Stevie. Yeah. Yeah, must be tolerant of the fact that I'm busy in the evenings, busy on a Saturday night, busy on a Sunday lunchtime. I'm free on a Sunday night and Monday night. Must like Grand Designs and the West Wing. has got to be tolerant of Joe Bonamassa and needs to be able to cook and likes doing gardening, because I can't do either of those. So I need a part-timer, yeah. It's the ideal relationship, isn't it, really? I'll see you on a Saturday night and a Sunday night. No, Saturday daytime, Sunday afternoon and evening, and a Monday evening. That's it, done. And I'll see you again on Saturday. It's perfect. I'd be up for that as a relationship. It's about as often as I saw my ex in the end. So I'm not retiring. No. I will be here for my birthday stream. After that, who knows? Well, sometimes if you're only seeing your partner like at the weekends and stuff, it means you look forward to seeing them. And it makes it more enjoyable. Yeah, I've never lived with anyone full time. So I think if I do, then there'd have to be some sort of boundary. Well, you know, I'm not saying me and Ethan are in a relationship, but we spent a couple of hours a day on the phone to each other, saw each other like most weekends, but you have plenty to talk about. Although he knew exactly what I was doing every evening of the week. Yeah, that is good, Peanut. You can take Mr. Peanut along. Trains. You know, in all fairness, he opened my eyes to a lot of things. I never thought I'd be going to places I did and doing the things that I did, and he certainly gave me a sense of life for a couple of years, which was amazing, and I will always be thankful for that. But yeah, so now I know that I need someone in my life, or want someone in my life, which I didn't think I was ready for. I think that's my aim for next year, is to find someone that's got similar tastes than me, but doesn't want the full-on, not yet anyway, living together thing. Yeah, that's the tough thing, Sim. There's a couple of people at my place, in my office, there's a married couple that work together. One's at one end of the office, one's at the other end of the office, but thankfully they don't interact with each other during the day. And when they get home, they don't interact with each other. One's downstairs, one's upstairs. So I think you've got to have that separation. Get yourself on the Train People forums. They're all gays. They all did seem to be from Ethan's mates. But no. We shall see what next year brings. Well, yeah, because you then, I should imagine, take an interest in his football. So that may not be something that you're interested in necessarily, but when his team's playing, you'll probably sit and watch his team play football. So, you know, you'll take a bit of interest in his passions. He takes a bit of interest in yours. That's the way it works. You like his football tops. Yeah, you probably just like him removing his football tops. That's, you know, I was genuinely interested in like learning about the stuff about the railways from Ethan. I even think I got him interested in Joe Bonamassa. I tried with the West Wing, that failed him. Comment football tops if you got this far on YouTube. That's going to confuse me when this goes out on YouTube in 3 weeks' time, isn't it? Right, we're 6 miles from Wolverhampton. Have we got time to do a dash from Wolverhampton to Birmingham and get ourselves back there again? We would have been quicker if some idiot knew how to get this train moving. Yeah, but you replaced the previous Mr. Pena with a better model. An upgrade, yeah. Right, we got a 40 limit. I said, my ex, the day I walked out, apart from a couple of text messages, never heard from her again. Yet, my ex from many years ago, I say he's the one that I know, well, and as I said earlier, when Dad died, he was here the next evening. Right. 4 miles to go. We might slightly ignore the temporary speed limit. And that was it. I like them because they would happen in real life. Right, we'll make our way slowly into Wolverhampton then. So yeah, once this train's moving, it's not too bad. It's just getting it moving is the problem. The train drivers actually follow the restrictions. Yeah, I know. Look, stop picking on me. I'm a professional. Spit it out. Trent. Professional. Exactly. I kneel professional. No, not a proficient anal. No, that's Pina. Closer to a profiterole. Oh, I do like a profiterole. I'm trying to eat better, he says with multiple packs of jammy Dodgers in his cupboard. I was very good. I had 4 jammy Dodgers last night after the stream. That was my after stream treat. Right, so do we end things? No, it's a bit earlier end things. We'll see if let's see if we can dash to Birmingham then from Wolverhampton. It's my fault for going slowly. We got there earlier. You fed of us. What? Words, Trent. Oh, it was a red. He's feeding us. Am I? What? No, 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 no. Didn't agree to that. Oh, come on. Don't make me stop. Does sound good, I'll give it that. I was never a fan of electric trains in these. But I think with this, once you get used to the step change, it probably wouldn't be that bad. I'm going slow, hoping it would change. Oh god, now I've got to try and accelerate slowly. Don't stop. Oh, come on. Don't hold me outside Wolverhampton. Am I your mummy? I don't think so, Trent. Well, if it holds us here for too long, maybe we won't be making the dash back to Birmingham. Really? Come on, just change to a yellow. You know you want to. I don't think I've got the fault thing on, so it will hold reds for longer. But I'm guessing this is because we're waiting for something to come out of Wolverhampton. What time are we scheduled? We're not. Right. So we're there. There's a train here. That's going to New Street. That's waiting for a red. And there's another red in front of it. Is that what it's waiting for? God, there's another... So I reckon it's waiting for that. So that should turn green. Yeah, that's just got the yellow. Yeah. So I had to wait for that one to clear. Although that was in... Or unless that's going over to 4. Yeah, we're going to 3. So I bet that's going over to 4. And then we're going into 3. Yeah. Now it's going over to 4. So we're going into 3. So we've got to wait for that to clear that signal in front of us, and then we'll go. Eventually. Once it gets into the platform. Come on. I wonder where that train's going. If I was going to New Street, it'll be gone by the time we get in there. Another oh god, another train over there in the distance. Oh god, we're not waiting for that as well. There's a train here. So yeah, we're waiting for that to cross in front of us as well. Where are you going? So that one's gone into 4. Oh, I was just leaving 4. Where's this one here going then? 2? Yes, we're not going anywhere now, are we? Because that's come in front of us. Because we're up here. So we've got to wait for that. Yeah, that can't get into the station until that one's just about to leave. There we go. So that should now clear, but hasn't. Why hasn't that cleared? Oh, yeah, it's got the yellow. That's come out the maintenance depot. So where are you going? Are you going into 3 or are you going into 4? If you're going into 3, then we're definitely not going anywhere. Now you're going into 4. Right, so we might move then. No, because that's going to block. Yeah, because we've got to come into 3. That's blocking our path. Because that's going to stop at the red here now. It's just run the red. Oh, we got a yellow. Right, brakes off. Well, in that case, we might not make it back to Birmingham. We might have to end our fun in Wolverhampton. Right, let's get this thing going then. Alright, yeah, we're cleared into the platform now. Yeah, it was probably a bit like that. Yeah, if he can do it, I can do it. Anything you can do, I can do better. Right. This thing's not easy to drive slowly, that's the only thing. It's just balancing this notches thing to be able to keep your speed down. Right, come on. Yeah, once I got it moving, there's no way I'll remember that lever thing for the next time. Is this the same things that run on the Preston to Carlisle? I think I've only done that line once when it first came out. That's got the branch that goes off it to a seasidey place in the Pacer from memory, isn't it? A seasidey place? Somewhere. Anybody watches Auto Shenanigans on YouTube, he was in Barrow in the video out the other day. That was ex Nico country. I can see why he left. There's not a lot there. Morecambe, that's the one. Right, there's a 15 limit. So in we come into Wolverhampton. Nearly all that video is places you wouldn't want to be in. Yeah, exactly. Do like his stuff. Watched the video lunchtime today on a review of the new Honda Prelude. Although Johnny Smith was calling it the Prelude, which I'm not sure if I agreed with. Looks interesting. I did comment on the video going, how long before there's a Type R version? But it was weird. It's a CVT, so it's a hybrid. But the gear change, obviously it's an auto, but it was really clever technology. The engine just powered the motor, so the engine's basically just a generator. But when you went into sport mode and flicked the paddles, you actually got a blip on the down change, and you heard the gear change, which is obviously synthetic. Richard Porter was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not a fan of CVTs because they just seem to be revving their nuts off all the time. But this didn't seem to be too bad. But yeah, I can recommend it if anybody wants to watch a video on the Prelude. We have arrived. You were waiting for me to run the red, weren't you? It didn't happen. Right, I don't think we'll get the time to be able to get from Wolverhampton to Birmingham. But let's have a quick look. 150. Is that actually? Is that? That's going to Wolverhampton, to Birmingham New Street. Okay. Let's see what we can do in like 10 minutes or so. About a flat out run in a 150. How quick can we get from Wolverhampton to Birmingham in a 150? Non-stop. We'll let the passengers on. Yeah, Smithwick, Gorton Bridge, Birmingham New Street. So 2 stops. So what if we just don't stop at Smithwick, Gorton Bridge?
Cross.
And see how quick we can get. Can we do it when we B&Q it? It's red lights are going to be the problem, I think. Not necessarily the speed limit thing. People waiting at Gorton Bridge will be annoyed. I think they'll be fine. It's quite a frequent service. Be the Singler. What? Right, let's go. Signaller. That's what I said. No, you said Singler. Right, flat out. Not stopping for anything other than red lights. You said sailor. Hello, sailor. All right, go, go, go. As much as you can, go, go, go in a 150. Possibly we won't even hit the line speed. So we're due at Smethwick Gorton Bridge 9:23. Birmingham at some other time after that. Throttle's wide open. The only pain will be if we catch up with anything in front of us. Maybe this wasn't the best train to use because it's not even going to get to the speed that we should be getting to. Yeah, they are going the yellow colour already. That's the problem. If we're catching up with something and we end up speeding, yeah, there's a red. I don't think this plan's going to work, is it? Or do we just go till we run a red? Like normal, yeah. I don't know. It's staying ahead of us, wherever it is. Thing is, it's going to be a stopping service. And we're flat out at 75. So literally, she can't go any faster. Yeah, we got greens again. I think if we do get through Gorton Bridge, I think we'll struggle to get into New Street. because chances are we'll be ahead of time. Yeah, a little bit speedy through there. Oh, I see a yellow. I wish I had his money and talent. Yeah, we're pretty much doing line speed, so we're not actually speeding. So we're not gaining any time really, apart from the bit like, uh-oh, red. Christ Martin. Is that route out yet? What route? This one? Yeah, it's been out a week. There you go. Right, well, whatever it is we're following, staying ahead of us at the moment. Right, we're not stopping at Smethwick. Oh, that's a bit speeding. Oh, come on, red. Been on 150 at speed. Been on 166 at speed. Damn it, it was going so well. In that case, we might be ending our trip at Smethwick Golden Bridge at this rate. Right. What's in front of us then? Oh, it's just gone bloody yellow. It is a great map, actually, which is why I've done 3 streams on it. My recommendation, as I do keep saying, is get as many, or keep as many of your UK routes installed as you can, because there's a lot of layering. Like this is a Transport for Wales service from Birmingham, from Cardiff City. So if you've got Cardiff City installed, you'll get this service. So it's worth having the Riviera line installed, West Coast Main Line South installed, Cardiff City installed. Right, sorry ladies and gentlemen, we're not stopping here. Right, 3.8 miles to Birmingham. You wanted to get off? Well, go into New Street, get the next train going back there. You'll be fine, it's not that far away. You've got all the UK routes installed. Yeah, you'll get a lot of layering then. Train don't stop. West. Train don't stop that place. What the fuck was it called? Smithwick Gorton Bridge, Tuesdays. I don't know if I actually got off at Camborne. Did I get off at Camborne? I can't remember if I've been to Camborne. I've been through Camborne on a train, but I can't remember if I got off or not. I don't think it was a Wednesday. I think it was a Saturday I was down there. Oh, come on, red. Oh, no, we're fine. It's moving down. Come on, 2 miles to go. It's just chasing that red. Come on. I don't want to brake. I don't want to brake. I don't want to brake. I'm going to have to brake, aren't I? No. Oh, we're okay. I think I might be fine all the way in now. Oh, shit. Hang on, that was green. You bastard. It was showing me green to platform. Really? Oh shit, I'm going to run the red. No, 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 yes. All that way. All that way. Well, we sort of made it to New Street. It's in the tunnel just outside. It's fine. Look, did you honestly expect any different? I had to, didn't I? It had to be done. I didn't do that on purpose. I was trying to stop. There we go. A sort of run from New Street up to Crewe and back again. Next week, going to be doing... it's gone now. It was there. Manchester Airport commuter. next week, because again, that's got some crossover stuff. So that's got some layering. So we got 150 stuff, 323s up there, the Voyager's up there, the 390s up there. We got the 158 ScotRail service, which I did that on a YouTube video. So yeah, a bit of another run in Manchester Airport commuter next week. I am a professional. And then the week after that, who knows? So there we go. More trains back next Tuesday. Next stream, though, back tomorrow night with something new. House Builder 2 tomorrow night. Thursday, something else new. Power Wash Sim 2. Friday, something else new. Repo. Something scary for Halloween. And then Saturdays from trucking and tunes, Sunday back on the farm. So lots of stuff to come for the rest of this week. So thanks to you lot in chat then for keeping me company for the last 2.5 hours. To White Fang for resubscribing earlier as well. Thank you very, very much indeed. I will be back all by myself again tomorrow night to build houses and things. Hopefully it's good. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching. That evening they celebrated with a big feast of honey and snacks. "What a day," said Pooh with a grin. "I love rainy days when I have friends like you."